Hello, this is Crypto CJ. It's a trade of the day, Monday morning slash Tuesday night. No, Monday night slash Tuesday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. Yesterday was a very difficult day in the markets. Bitcoin dropped considerably, as did the altcoins. Still a lot of concern about the Trump tariffs. The European Union responded with their own tariffs to match his. So that's what I was hoping would not happen. I'm not going to talk a lot in detail about this, a little outside of my realm of expertise, but I was hoping the tariffs would cause our trading partners to come back to the table and renegotiate, so the tariff thing were balanced on both sides. If it just means that both sides have high tariffs, that's not good for the world economy and the markets, including Bitcoin and the altcoins. So we still have to see what will happen with that. Let's go. Actually, I brought up a Twitter post I wanted to look at real quick. And this is my favorite crypto cheerleader, Kyle Chasse. He posts that this is a controlled demolition. Make no mistake, liquidity is coming. Smart money is already rotated into these assets. And so he thinks this is just a dip to take advantage of. I'm more like that myself. I put a couple low buy orders in, a couple got hit. And I'm going to show you a ladder buying situation. So I'll be doing my Zoom a little different today. We focus more on swing trades for those of you who are in a negative situation with your swing trades. I am too on my Bitcoin trade. I bought when Bitcoin was coming down off of 100,000 in late February. I bought it for 89,000 on February 25th. And as you can see, it mostly kept just going down. So down all the way down to 78, then rose back up to 94. 94, I could have gotten out then, but I was looking to get close to 100, and that didn't happen. So it took another big dip. I got in yesterday at 76. I my purchase was the same amount for both, so my average entry now with the combined positions is 82.5. So I'm semi-confident we'll get back to that, and I could cash out, take a small profit, or I've actually set the same profit as I did my prior swing trade, right, just below 100,000, and so that's my goal for this swing trade in the two positions I have now. I bought a couple others in similar fashion in Near and Sui, and then I set some low buy orders in Ethereum and stacks, and those did not hit. So I may have to reevaluate those. Or if the market bounces back strong, maybe it'll check out in just a couple weeks. But I wanted to show a more practical example of the ladder buying technique. It does work better on spot trading than leverage. I did some automated leverage, additional purchases, and those did not go well. My leverage was too high, and a couple of positions got liquidated yesterday. So I'm dealing with a little imposter syndrome right now. Should I be teaching this kind of thing when I've had some negative results? Though I hadn't had any since December, so um, I can come back. But that's the markets overall and a little bit of my experience. I'm going to focus more on swing trading today and this ladder buying technique as opposed to the day trading I usually focus on. Um, Anybody have any comments or questions about the markets overall before we get started?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go.
Okay, I got an email from one of the reports that I get where the I think it was in Bloomberg. They feel that all of the tariffs that the president has instigated are illegal because it's considered taxation, and only the House of Representatives can vote for taxing. So as things go up the chain of all of the justices and whatnot, by the time it gets to the Supreme Court, because there's already um, a case put in to disavow all all of the tariffs, where he'd have to back them all out because he's not allowed. So we'll see how that goes.
I have wondered about that, just in generally in some of the things the president's done by executive order that seem to wander into the area of the legislative. So that's
Exactly.
that's entirely possible, but it takes time for anything to wind its way through the courts.
Right.
So
So buy it
meanwhile,
now at low.
all right, so it sounds like you're saying this is a good time to
Buy
buy
now.
because by the time, this works through the courts and the tariffs get tossed, the prices will
Uh
be
huh.
back up and it'll be too late to get in at the dip.
Yeah.
Interesting,
Because you
interesting
never know when
approach.
he's going to pull back.
Yeah, yeah, interesting approach. Now, there is a Republican majority, so maybe they pass the tariffs as legislation,
Yeah.
which would be within their purview. But but yeah, that's if it just stands on the president's executive orders, then maybe they do get tossed. Interesting interesting take. Thanks for sharing, Tama.
You're welcome.
Anybody
We've had
else?
tariffs. Yeah, we've had tariffs since the beginning of this country.
Mhm.
They're not going to get rid of tariffs.
Well, not entirely, but
Well, Congress has never voted on them.
oh, I didn't know
They,
that.
they're reaching.
Mhm.
I mean, you can be in favor or not in favor, but
Mhm.
I'm just saying you're going against almost 250 years worth of precedent. So
All right. So you're saying
don't hold
there
your
is,
breath.
yeah.
Don't hold your breath on that one.
So you're saying
That's
there
all.
is history of the executive branch passing tariffs.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There was no income tax before 1913. That's how the government paid for itself, was all tariffs.
Right. Yeah, I was aware of that. And okay. Well,
It's a
maybe
different kind of situation. They
it
brought that
is.
up in an email too.
Yeah.
I should forward it.
Yeah. I'm not sure how deep in the weeds we want to get on politics and court cases and things like that, um but that's useful. And it sort of goes with the post I showed that this dip is creating liquidity for the markets and um now could be the time to buy. So, or you could wait and see if the market drops down more. I was tempted to do that. And so far, we've had a nice bump up, but I'm not sure how long that will last. More economic bad news could come and push things down even further, um, or my 82.5 won't look so good, but then maybe I'll buy again. So, okay.
Then you can do
Anybody?
your ladder buying.
Right, right. Right now, I've got two positions and could have a third. Any other questions or comments? All right, let's go to Altcoin Alert and see if there are some swing trades we can look at. I've got easy mode off. I'm on Altcoin Radar. Gonna refresh, get the most current information, and I think I'll just look at AA scores and long-term sentiment today. And I'm usually looking for values 80 and higher on my day trades. I probably go a little lower on swing trades. You've got a couple in the high 70s, but not really coins I'm looking at. Um, Yeah, so these look pretty dismal on the AA scores. By the time I got to something I'm familiar with, RSR and IMX, I'm down in the 50s. So I'm going to pass on that, go over to long-term sentiment. And interesting. There's 55 bullish coins on the hourly impulse, so and only 18 on the daily. It'll sort by the daily. You match that up with long-term sentiment. We've got Wazir X. That's about it. It's a little disappointing. Well, maybe we'll go back to social activity, what I've been using for more shorter term things. Guess we're free to day trade if we want to. The market is trending up at the moment. And got a few curve. Something I did do one day trade yesterday, and it was on this coin. It did pretty well. KDA, Chili's, sushi. Okay, there's a lot that are matching up. So let's look at, actually, we haven't looked at Bitcoin and Ethereum yet. Take a quick look at those. We looked at actually Bitcoin, Ethereum got hammered. It went down to 1400. It's over 1500 now. But again, well below the EMAs. If I look on the daily, well below the figures I drew in earlier in the year, the 2500. I'd set for or support in late 24, and it's just keep dropping down. Ethereum's been hammered, as have a lot of the altcoins, but Bitcoin's holding up reasonably well. I mean, this could be a lot worse. We're down, about 13% last week, but coming back. So, don't don't be too dismayed. I think we've had dips before. We'll have them again. All right, let's go. I think I was going to look at the curve. Yeah. Look at this as a day trade in a swing and keep it short today. Yeah, I was trading this area yesterday and went for a bigger move and picked up 4% on this move here. Maybe it was this one, I don't remember, but not bad. As you can see, we did get a break above here, and it did dip down 15%, then came up about 2%. So that would have been quite a ride. Got another break above here, about the same. And then this is I think I caught this break here. And then caught that move there. So, sometimes you get faked out. Sometimes you have to be patient. So any of those past moves would have been good. At the moment, we're above the 80 on the RTI. Quick review. This is my day trading layout, 15-minute chart. Supply and demand visible range from Lux Algo for support and resistance. Resistance, the red zone here. Support, the green zone. RTI, relative trend index for entries. I'll set alerts on this indicator, then cumulative delta for trend-based confirmation. But to be honest, I don't use that one that much. Okay, on the RTI, I think the alert you'd want to set would be a dip down to 20. That's entirely possible, as volatile as this market's been. It may not happen today, might have to wait till tomorrow. Add an alert on the RTI. Crossing up on the 20, once per bar close. And it was long-term sentiment sort, I believe. Notifications, notifying app on my phone. Toast notification, pop up on my computer, play a sound also on my computer. I'll go to 3 notes reverb, click create. And that should show up in my alerts, and there it is. All right, any questions on CRV as a day trade? You may want to do more, focus more on swing trades. We've got a pretty good entry now coming out of the green zone. Got a buy on the SuperTrend, which is an indicator I use on my swing trading layout on my hour chart. Got supply and demand visible range for support and resistance again. SuperTrend for entry alerts, and Trendilo LSMA for confirmation. This alert did trigger about 7 hours ago, so we're a little late. But if this goes back, resistance here's 9%. Here, 16 into the red zone, 18. So all those would be good take profit situations. And not financial advice, but you could get in now and market keeps going. Make a nice trade out of that. Or you could set it an alert for a buy and catch the next buy signal. That's this one here. Only once, long-term sentiment. And 3 notes reverb. Or a different sound if you want. All right. That's CRV. I'm not setting any new ones myself, but you guys are certainly free to do so. Okay, any questions on CRV? We'll look at one more from Altcoin Alert. Social activity. Oh, well. Chilies I like. Sushi. And, Jupiter. All right, there's a lot to choose from, a lot that have been recovering. I haven't really looked at Jupiter before. Let's do that. Okay, it's on Kraken and crypto.com. Not on Coinbase though. Okay, it looks like the last one we looked at. Dipping below the 80 at the moment. I'm going to catch this dip below the 20. So coins never go straight up or straight down. There's always some profit taking. And the next time that happens, when this dips, that might be the entry point for Jupiter. You could set an alert for below 50. I'd probably play it safe, go below 20 and make that purchase. And if you want to do the ladder buying technique, be sure you hold back most of your balance to make additional purchases. Okay, so that's the day trading approach on a swing. It's pretty good to go now. Got the buy signal and super trend coming out of the green zone. We've had 3 straight negative candles on the hour chart. So that's a concern. Might want to wait till the next push up where I got in. So you might set an alert, a price alert, right here. Add an alert, crossing up. It's a confirmation alert. And yeah, set up the rest as you see fit. Or you could just get in now and save some funds for additional purchases. Or just get in now and hold on tight. So any questions on Jupiter? Okay, any questions on Altcoin Alert generally before we head over to iCoin Pro? Very well. I don't have iCoin Pro up. I got distracted somehow. Okay. There should be some coins listed in the Buddy coin crawler, so that could be useful. Okay, I'm going to sort from the average low to SMA. Low is a 24-hour low. SMA is the red line between the Bollinger Bands. And the simple moving average is this line here. And then these green lines are Bollinger Bands. So I don't know if this has been updating. It's looking pretty the same the last week or two. May have to contact the guys at iCoin Pro about this. I have heard about this guns coin. Let me look at that one. That's on PancakeSwap, so that's about the only place you can get it. That's a DEX. Used it a few times. And on the 15-minute chart, there's not much history. I guess it's new. Yeah, I'm not going to focus on that. Let's go to something with some history. Usually looking for 4% and higher. Bunch of meme coins here. Ape? Might look at that one. Yeah, let's look at that one. Okay, it's on Coinbase. Looks like the others we've seen, most of them have taken their dips already or trending back up. They're above the 80 on the RTI. So, set your alerts if you're so inclined, but they look like better swing trade setups. Yeah, same as the last time. Coming out of the green zone, Trendilo LSMA is pointing almost straight up. SuperTrend buy. Got in now. Resistance here at about 12%. And the red zone, about 18%. So either one of those would be good as a swing trade. So yeah, I mentioned earlier I was going to focus on swing trading due to the overall market, but the charts are just better for swing trades as opposed to day trades. So let's look at another Buddy Coin Crawler. Okay, that was Ape. Gala. XRP. XRP's been bouncing around. Let's look at that. And it's the same as the others on the 1 hour layout or the RTI layout. On the 1 hour, got a strong green candle printing here, and it's a little more advanced. Took a bigger dip than some of the others. So if you got in now, the red zone is about 14%. Good day trade. Or you could set an alert and catch the next buy signal if you want to. What you could do is get in now and do that. Catch the next buy signal and use that as your ladder buy entry. So yeah, all kinds of approaches available to us when there's a big dip, and I hope I help you out with some of those. Any questions on XRP or anything we looked at on the swing trade layout? Well, I guess I'm gonna be like Kyle Chassie. I'm your cheerleader. The market should come back. Don't know if that'll be fast or in a week or two or a month or two. Are we still in a bull run? I don't know. But again, bull runs do have dips like these, so hang in there and keep plugging. All right. Well, I think I'll wrap it up here. As I mentioned earlier, I will not be here on Thursday and Friday. I'll be traveling, so I will be back a week from today, and we'll see where the market is then. You guys have a good trading week. Talk soon.